Hi everyone, as you can see I have got our sheet from yesterday up, which I filled in the way I did. Obviously you probably filled it in slightly differently and that's absolutely fine. So I asked you to highlight or circle 5 of the fronted adverbials you would like to use. So you can see I've done that. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And those will be the ones that you're going to make sure that you use in your postcard today. If you can fit any more in, then that's great. But we do want it to flow like a postcard. We don't want it to seem like it's just full of fronted adverbials. I also asked you to write as many facts as you could from the video which I gave you yesterday about the Colosseum, and then choose 5 that you would like to use. So as you can see, I've got 5 here that are my 5 facts that I've chosen to use, but you probably have some different ones and that's fine too. This is going to be your worksheet for today, so it looks very similar to the one we had last week where we did the Pantheon. I would suggest that if you have a computer where you can work on, then I would do it the way I'm going to show you here. So if you insert, sorry, let me just make this a bit bigger so I can find my text box. If you insert text box like this, then that means you'll be able to type in your work, which means you'll be able to fit in a lot more. Okay, so as always, you need to start your postcard by saying who you want it to go to. So maybe dear mum and dad. It's totally up to you who you want to write it to. I'm going to write it as if this is my second postcard of my holiday after my postcard from the Pantheon. So I am still having a wonderful time here in sunny Rome. Ooh. And remember, Rome needs a capital letter because it is a proper noun, it is a place. So I am still having a wonderful time here in sunny Rome, and that shouldn't be underlined. Have I spelt it wrong? No, that's all good. Okay, and then we are going to start by using a fronted adverbial. So I'm going to choose first of all to use this one over here. So after breakfast, I left my hotel and walked to the Colosseum. So there you can see that you've got your fronted adverbial, so you've used one of them, that's a tick. You can even put a tick next to your sheet if you have that, just to check that you are using them all, or cross it out if you've used it. Then I'm going to try and add in a fact, so I'm going to choose my fact down here. The Colosseum is the largest amphitheatre ever built. It is, so I'm going to use another fact, 50 metres tall. Everywhere I looked, I could see it towering above me. It was spectacular. We also have a few other facts. We've used it's 50 metres tall. We've used the Colosseum as the largest amphitheatre ever built. We've used everywhere I looked, and we've used after breakfast. What else can we talk about? So we can say, I entered the Colosseum early in the morning to avoid the crowds. Next, I decided to take a guided tour to learn about the Colosseum and its history. Ooh. Another benefit of doing things, typing them out, is it shows you quite quickly if you've made a spelling mistake, which I do quite a lot when I'm typing anyway, because I type quickly and I'm not always checking as I go. So there we go. Next, so we used another fronted adverbial. I decided to take a guided tour to learn about the Colosseum and its history. So we've only got before I left and courageously to fill in now. We could use a rhetorical question next. So, did you know? Remember, rhetorical question is a question that you don't expect to answer from, but it makes the reader think. So, I'm going to say, did you know that construction of the Colosseum began in 72 AD under Emperor Vespasian? And remember, it's a question, so it needs a question mark at the end. I'm going to go on to a new paragraph now, so I'll just go to the next line, because that's quite a big block of text on its own. And remember, we've got how many more? We've got there, and we've got there. So you can say, next one, after breakfast we've used, next we've used before I left, courageously. Courageously, many gladiators fought to their deaths within these walls. So again, we've used there, we've combined a fronted adverbial and our fact here. So we've got now just one fact and one fronted adverbial. Before I left, the tour guide told me that originally the Colosseum was called the Flavian Amphitheatre. And then we're going to sign off. So I hope one day you will get to visit this amazing place. Wish you were here. Lots of love from, and then your name, I'd put Freya if I was writing to my parents, or Miss Knowles maybe if I was writing to someone I knew from work, and then we'd put some kisses maybe. And then I'm going to leave you to do this, but you can make up your pretend address to put over on this side. And if it's helpful, you can go through and maybe, if you are typing it up, highlight these areas. And if you're writing it out and you don't have space, that's fine. Just go on to the other side of the piece of paper, or another piece of lined paper. That's totally fine. I don't mind. I'll still mark it even if it's not on this sheet. That's totally fine. Don't worry. And I hope this all makes sense, everyone. I know I've talked quite fast because I'm trying to get through quite a lot in this lesson. And I know you probably want to get on as well. So good luck. I hope you've enjoyed writing this postcard. Can't wait to read them, and I'll talk to you later on.